93.7 KCLB rocks. What's happening? I'm Conklin. We've got Sean Kinney, drummer from Alice in Chains, on the line. Sean, what's up, man?
I am good. I am at home.
You're at home. Yeah, you guys actually have some time off. So what do you do when you're actually not out on stage sweating behind a kit every day?
I live my life.
Just chill out?
I got dogs. I walk my dogs on the beach in front of my house. I have a couple of little businesses up here, like a club and a restaurant. And I go and do that. I just try to relax.
That's like a gift right there for you guys, man. You guys are always on the road. Now, Black Gives Way to Blue, it's hard to believe this thing is released almost a year ago.
I know.
Time is flying. I can imagine it is for you guys being as busy you are. What is your favorite track on Black Gives Way to Blue?
I don't know. It changes, I mean, I like the whole record, so I don't really have favorites, like favorite foods and favorite colors. So, I mean, it really, every day it would change for me.
It's very easy to please Sean Kinney then, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Now, what was it like working with Elton John?
It was great. He is an amazing dude. I'm really surprised he showed up for us on that. We've been fortunate to meet him over the years, and some people that have worked with us for years and years have worked with him also, and so that's how we kind of got introduced. And for him to come in and play on that tune in particular, and the meaning behind it and why he did it and how it went down was just couldn't have been a better capper on summing up that record and what we went through and what it took to do all that. So it was really, really great. And he did just such a great thing. He didn't overplay it. He didn't come in like, I'm Elton John, I do this. He's like, what do you guys need? And he downplayed, and he took his time. He was just really gracious with his time and really amazing.
Oh, that's cool. There was a lot of people that supported you guys getting the band back together, of course, after Lane's death in 2002. Did you guys ever get any real a-holes on the road talking crap about not getting the band back together? Was there any of that when you guys were out on tour?
Yeah, there's a small contingent of those people, but,
Well, I think everybody had a little bit of that in them until they heard the album.
Yeah, I mean, that's usually where the rubber meets the road cliche. But, I mean, I can understand the apprehension, but, if anybody knows this thing and knows about it and knows the dynamics and knows our relationships and our relationship with Lane, it's us. We choose not to talk about it, and we didn't for 14 years, and there was never any animosity or anything strange at all. We're like family, and we're very protective of that, and the fans that like the band are very into it, and we understand that apprehension, but, acting like you listened, and we were very appreciative of it. You listened to our records, and you identified with it, and it meant something to you, but trying to come to one of us and act like this actually happened to you, it didn't. It happened to his family, and it happened to us. So you're at a disadvantage. It doesn't hold any water with us. It's like, oh, so how dare you do this with Lane? And they're like, you don't know Lane, you don't know any of us. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's way more personal for you guys. And you think after...
it's real life. It's really our life. It's really our life, and it's real. It's real. We live with it every day and always will, and I honor that, and I respect that. And so I'm just really proud of us for taking on the task, and that these things, kind of grew into that. There was no plan to get the band together and make a record. It all just naturally, the band's already operated, kind of, things kind of propelled you in these directions, and it led up to this. I think the people that are most shocked that we put out a record and have done all this are us more than anybody, and we're really happy with it. I'm glad that some people have dug it, I'm glad that they like it.
Yeah, definitely on the other side of the coin, I think you would have more people pissed off at you if you didn't release this album, because it's killer. You guys definitely sound like the Alice in Chains of old.
Yeah, we got that a lot. That's always funny. It's like, wow, how'd you make a record that sounds like you? It's like, because it's us. I mean, I'd be surprised if we made an album that sounded like Fall Out Boy. I'd be all freaked out, like, God, why do you guys sound like Fall Out Boy? So for us, that's what we sound like when we get together. Granted, I understand, the loss of Lane, but the core of the band's there. We were all, it was a band of guys, and we always had two people that sang, and I think that's where it's become more apparent. Jerry and Lane always harmonized. That was a big part of Alice, and they always sang together and took parts. And I think, what you see there that's where it's more so familiar, is because you realize how much Jerry has always been such a big part of the band and singing and stuff. And Will's integrated great into it. He's a really talented guy, and it's a tough thing. People try to put him in that role. Like, you're the lead singer, but he's just he's not. He's a member. He joined in, and he's instrumental heavily in how we operate. And we never back then we never looked at it like Lane's the lead singer in this. We were just each guys and. But it's what you do when you have two guitar players in Iron Maiden. You think that guy's the lead guitar player when it's really both of them.
I saw Iron Maiden earlier this year, and they trade solos between three guitarists like nobody's ever seen. Just blows my mind.
Yeah, they got that other guy now. We just did a gig in Finland the UK with them, and they have three guitar players. I'm like, damn, that's a lot of guitars.
It's a wild show. It's Iron Maiden. This is Sean Kinney, drummer from Alice in Chains, on the phone with us right now. Sean, why do the Grammys, the committee behind the Grammy Awards, hate you guys so much?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really care.
You don't care about the Grammys at all?
Nah. It's really nice that they even have acknowledged us for pretty much anything we've ever put out since we started. They've acknowledged we exist, and I think that's pretty cool. The Grammys are it's the industry jerking itself off. It's the people in the industry. It's not about the bands. It's about the industry jerking itself off. Like, look how many records we sold on this, and they'll honor an artist here and there, but it's really about, it usually kind of sums up like whoever sold the most records wins album of the year kind of thing, Sometimes it changes, but so just to even be nominated has really been baffling to us, and that's cool. And I've lost so many of those now that I'm trying to find somebody to, because you get a loser medallion. You get like a medallion on a rope,
you're a loser. Here, please take this as a consolation.
Yeah, you get like a placed or show like medallion like in the Olympics, and I have enough now where I'm going to try to find somebody to like turn mine into like a little ghetto version of a gramophone and melt mine down and piece it together. I think that would be funny.
Now, I spoke with Jerry a couple months ago, actually, before the Grammys. He was hoping to make it at least, 1 out of 7, but now it's 0 for 7. Also, Jerry mentioned that he's a big-ass football fan, Steelers fan. Are you as into football as Jerry is?
I am nowhere near it like him. He is a freak.
Yeah, he says he's got DirecTV on the buses and stuff like that so he can watch the Steelers on the road.
Yeah, him and Mike are really into football, and some of the guys that work for us and travel with us and stuff. I dig it, but I'm not fanatical about it. He's all into it, which is cool. Keeps him occupied.
That's Sean Kinney, drummer from Alice in Chains. They're going to be in San Diego in October on the Black Diamond Sky Tour with Mastodon and the Deftones. Now, did you guys do a trek of this before and you just took a break and you're getting back to it, or are you just starting it up in mid-September?
No, this is it. We're just doing this one States Arena tour and with Mastodon and the Deftones. And we've just been pretty much just out headlining our own shows. We did a lot of, since the record came out, it's just been us. We haven't really taken any bands with us. It's just been kind of an evening with, and then we'd bring some little bands that needed some exposure or something, but nobody that nothing that's just hip on the radio or anything. So we thought it'd be cool to put together a package of bands that we really dig and do an old school tour of like 3 bands like you used to go to in arenas and see how that works. And other than that, we were doing a lot of the summer festivals over in Europe and things like that.
Now, I do blame you for a loss of pair of my underwear. I heard rumor that Alice in Chains and Metallica were going to be on Trek with Ozzy on Ozfest. Were those just rumors? Were you guys actually contacted by the behemoth that is Sharon Osbourne?
Yeah, we know Sharon. I know Sharon, and they did approach us about when they were thinking about redoing Ozfest, but we just thought that we'd prefer to do our own thing, and so it didn't get very far, Nothing against that at all. I mean, it's a great deal, but we just prefer to set up our own little deal, and we had envisioned that we wanted to do what we're doing right now, the Black Diamond Sky thing. So that didn't really go anywhere. I didn't even know about the Metallica part. I guess that's news to me.
Well, rumors can get started off of anything.
Something like that. They're one of the few bands that can go anywhere, and
do anything they
an
want,
album or anything anywhere in the world and play a stadium. They don't need to be on some package tour.
Exactly. They can sell tickets wherever the hell they want to. They could sell tickets in the middle of Africa where nobody has any money.
They are one of the few bands that can do that. They've earned that, man. Those guys work their asses off. They have for years. They're the real deal.
Now, I have one random question for you. Don't judge me on this, Sean. I had a listener call in and wondered if you ever had to take a massive dump while you were behind the kit and what you did to get that feeling off of you.
I haven't.
No, you've never had to do that. Millions of shows.
I work. You get adjusted to the road and you get adjusted to the schedule, and you schedule those in. You schedule it in. So. I mean, I guess if you're really, if you're sick, I've played really sick a lot, and there's some times where it's like, ooh, I puked a lot. Like, when I was playing, I was really sick, or when I used to be all drugged out all the time. But I've never crapped my pants.
No. Now, the drugs, is that going on backstage at all? You guys are done with that crap, right?
Yeah, we've moved on from that.
Good. Well, that's Sean Kinney, drummer from Alice in Chains. Hey, we look forward to seeing you in October down here in San Diego, and we appreciate the time once again, Sean.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Rock on, dude.
Right, bye.